How do you say it in French? It is said as clair obscur, clair obscur.
You guys actually here?
I'm here. I haven't heard from Dave.
I haven't looked at the group chat. Were you guys talking about playing games, or you just popping in to watch Dave play Clair
Oh,
Obscur?
I wanted to talk to him about it, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, he might have walked away. He seems to just leave it running in Discord all day. Every time I look at Discord, he's streaming
Yeah.
it, which is rad. I've improved the performance of the golf game massively
Right on.
by simulating only the walls which are on camera and only the walls which the player is touching if they aren't on camera. I am very nervous about this job interview tomorrow. Even though the
Yeah.
hard part is technically over, I would rather take another test than have to be charming.
Yeah, that is the hardest part of having a job is working with other people.
Maybe Dave just really can't figure out if he wants to spend time with Esqui.
Everybody wants to spend time with Obscur. He's amazing. He's my new favorite character.
We should do a tier list of games characters, because I have been wanting to sing the praises of Swansea uh, from Mouthwashing. So
Yeah,
bad. I love
he
him
is
so much.
up
I'm
there.
basing a character off of my game on him because I fucking love him so much. He's not going to be quite as surly as Swansea, but you know, not to the like.
Who could be?
Yeah, pretty much just Rick from Rick and Morty. Like those are the two of that archetype. But like Swansea does that archetype in a way that does not get tiresome. Maybe it would after 100 episodes.
Yeah,
But, like,
I mean, it is like a 4-hour game, but
yeah.
But no, I think he's more.
He has the
He's got
ability to
more
be sincere.
layered. Yeah,
Like
also that.
when things get serious, which the whole point of Rick and Morty is that Rick kind of never does that. Although I heard in the later seasons, like the most recent seasons, which people say are bad, he kind of does. But like yeah, and obviously the relationship between Rick and Morty is so much like if you just walked into a room and saw how the one was treating the other, you would actually think it was pretty similar. But uh, the well, actually, I guess it is pretty similar. It is implied in a couple of places in Rick and Morty that Rick does care deeply for Morty, but like, um, I don't know what makes the way Swansea does it so much more endearing.
Uh, he's less sarcastic, I think. He's just mean,
Yeah.
crotchety. Yeah, Esquire is essentially your mount in this game. He's a big,
Right
just a big
on.
fat guy.
Is riding him just a fast travel thing, or is it like do
No,
you
no,
get
you
to
can.
drive
He
him
like
around?
runs around the. Yeah, he like runs around the open world.
Cool. I heard in. Do you want any Do you want to avoid any spoilers for Death Stranding 2 at all?
Nah, I don't really care that much about Death Stranding 2. I never beat Death Stranding.
I very much want to play this one while it's active because I heard the combat's actually good in this one, and I missed the rush of everybody playing the last one because I was actually whenever Death Stranding comes out, I happen to be unemployed. um, because I'm pretty sure the last one came out when I was between my last two jobs, right? It came out in 2019, 2020.
That makes sense. Somewhere around there.
I remember being like, all I remember, I'm assuming I was unemployed because I remember being like, I don't have the money to buy this right now. But, the, I heard from Giant Bomb that, it's a little bit like Mass Effect-y, like you, rather than going to places and meeting one guy and getting a exposition dump, um, and like a lore dump, it's more like you have a crew and you're traveling around with them and you get to see all their interactions with each other, kind of like Mass Effect. And um, I also heard the weapons and equipable things and shit are crazy. And Dan was talking about how there's like a thing you can get for navigating the terrain that's like a surfboard coffin that you can do jumps with and tricks with.
Of course there is.
That sounds fucking awesome. I want to get that game.
God, that dude is just. He has no subtlety, and everything he does is like so fucking stupid, but it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish he was into I wish he was in like I love his aesthetics. The one thing I wish is that he wasn't so into modern military stuff. Like I would like a game of his, without automatic weapons. I know I complain about automatic weapons a lot, but they are probably my number one biggest turn off like they're not so much that I won't play the game, so maybe it's not my biggest turn off. But like aesthetically and gameplay wise, I don't like automatic weapons. I like guns that take time to reload. I think they're more interesting and they look cooler and they don't have all the negative baggage associated with like automatic weapons in real life.
Yeah.
And also I've never been a huge fan of the modern military aesthetic. Like Dan from Giant Bomb loves, any action movie, anything with a machine gun in it. Like, and I don't hate all automatic weapons. Like a Tommy gun is cool.
Yeah.
Give me a Tommy gun. Give all them guys Tommy guns. And the fucking crazy tech that you want to invent in your head for Death Stranding 2.
I didn't. I mean, I never got a machine gun in Death Stranding, so I don't think any of that stuff's in that one.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I
I
was.
think most of the stuff you get is like non-lethal if you're ever using it against a person.
Maybe I'm
Like you
thinking
get like
more
a
Metal
bolo
Gear.
gun.
Oh, yeah. I guess they were saying that, like, like you are fucking dudes up and they're ragdolling all over the place, but technically they're rubber bullets, so there's like technically they're not dead.
Like the whole thing with Death Stranding, like if somebody dies, they like become a giant explosive
Right, right.
unless you burn their body right away.
So all weapons are like rubber bullets or like napalm.
I I run into like people so infrequently in that game that like I don't even know. Like I had a bolo gun. I think that's the only thing I had for dealing with people in that game.
What's a bolo gun?
And like it shoots like it's like two balls connected by a string, and like it hits them and like wraps around them,
Oh, cool.
like ties
Yeah.
them up.
Shoots bolo ties.
Yeah.
Alright, I should probably go to bed. Since I
Yeah.
have to, since I definitely won't go to sleep for a long time, but I should lay down and try.
All right.
Catch you
Well.
later.
Yeah. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh wait. Sarah had her baby.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
I will have to text her. Let me do that right now before I forget. Well, my phone is not around me, but I will do it before I go to bed for sure.
Alright.
Right on. Catch you later.
So long.